NFL the Kid, what's going on? Appreciate you joining the live stream. Appreciate everybody being here. Welcome to yet another edition Pantherology. It's been a long day, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long day, a long weekend. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I hope that they had a great Monday. I'm just gonna be on here for about an hour. Your boy is absolutely exhausted, so gonna be on here for about an hour. I'm gonna give you my thoughts. I can be your therapist for the night, need be. I'll be your shoulder that you need to cry on. I'm gonna let some people get in here. I'm also finishing up my dinner. I apologize. I'm starving. It's been a long day. Just trying to get through today. So we'll let some people get in here real quick. Let's get some vibes going real quick, though. Guys, make sure you pound that like button as you're coming into the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Get in the comment section, blow it up. Pound that like button like it owes you money. Subscribe to the channel. Click that post notifications bell so you don't miss out on any new live streams or any of my videos, shorts, or even, when I make a video and edit it and post it for you guys. Today's live stream, as always, is sponsored by BetUSA.com. Yes, BetUSA.com. Get 125% sign-on bonus on your first deposit. All right? Then Phil the Kid says, I got a new profile pic. Oh, I see it. Looks pretty good. Gazing, what's going on, man? Appreciate you joining. Eric Dell, thank you. Appreciate y'all joining the live stream. That game was horrible by both sides, especially our defense. What do you think of PJ Walker getting the start job this upcoming Sunday? Well, unfortunately, it's not this upcoming Sunday. Unfortunately, our game is this Thursday night. We are the Thursday night football game. Unfortunately. Yeah, I'll get into the whole PJ thing here in a minute. We're just letting some people get in. I apologize that I'm eating. I'm starving. I literally came home from the gym. I had a virtual doctor's appointment. I didn't get off of that until 6:30. So bro, where are the mods? What do you mean? I don't have any mods. I don't see anything in here that needs to be modified. I don't see nothing. What are you seeing? Oh my God. Oh, yeah, I don't have mods. I don't need them. I really don't. I'm not big enough yet to where I need mods, but if we get to that point, that would be great. Oh, no, I don't have any mods, man. All right, we'll start here in 30 seconds. Let's get some tunes going. What do we want to hear now? A little instrumental going here. Let's do this one. All right. So yeah, Carolina is now 2-7 on the season after getting the brakes beat off of them 42-21 against the Cincinnati Bengals. And boy, how things change. I will say that. It's crazy how things just change, just like that overnight. It's crazy. Guys, there's only 4 likes. Make sure you pound that like button. There's only 4 likes. I want to get this live stream up to 25 likes. Now, last week we went to Atlanta, had a chance for the division lead, then losing to a close game to Atlanta. I mean, there was definitely an air of like optimism that we definitely, took it for a mistake. Despite our previous troubles, having something to play for this season, we lost to overtime after being only a few failed kicks away from winning the NFC South. Regardless, PJ lit up the Falcons and delivered the best performance probably in his NFL career. DJ Moore finally was getting himself in a role. Terrace Marshall Jr. was starting to see the ball more, starting to see more flashes from him. Obviously, Deontay Foreman has contributed significantly ever since the trade of Christian McCaffrey. The Panthers came away with the setback, but lots of positive performance to build on for the future. And that without the assistance after, trading away Christian McCaffrey and Robbie Anderson. And Robbie Anderson needed to go. He was just a cancer to the team. And Christian, it's unfortunate. I kind of wanted to keep Christian, but I knew for the draft capital that we needed, he was going to be one of the players that we were going to have to trade away. And, things quickly just turned for the worst for us in this week 9 matchup against them, against the Cincinnati Bengals. And as any aspirations for a redemption run under interim head coach Steve Wilkes was obviously tarnished by the Cincinnati Bengals. But here is a few stats and highlights from the game, right? So, in my opinion, PJ was in shambles. And then before being replaced by Baker Mayfield, he only completed 3 of 10 passes for 9 yards and 2 interceptions. For 9 yards and 2 interceptions. So he had 3 for 10 for only 9 yards and 2 interceptions. And in his time, which was absolutely garbage when he was on the field, the Bengals backup, Brandon Allen, completed the same amount of throws as Walker did. And now in the first half, Joe Mixon ran over for 100 yards, man. Over 100 yards. On the day, he had 213 all-purpose yards and 5 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns, bro. Like, you got to be shitting me. Now, despite being without 3 of their top 4 cornerbacks on their depth chart on the day due to injuries, Panthers only managed 19 yards on their first 11 plays of the game. And then it doesn't get any better, guys. So if at halftime, Cincinnati had more points than Carolina had yards. Cincinnati had 35 points at halftime, and Carolina had 32 yards at halftime. And the Bengals had nearly double the time of possession as we did. They had the ball for 39 and 21 seconds. So 35 minutes and 21 seconds to what we had, which was 20 minutes and 39 seconds. The Panthers also allowed 19 first down conversions on the ground when we only had 4 of our own. And despite the Bengals allowing the second most sacks per game entering this game, the Panthers only sacked Burrow 1 time. Make sure you pound that like button, guys. We're only at 7 likes. There's 10 people watching this live stream right now. Pound that like button. Let's go. Now, similar figures might be maintained for the long term. Under Steve Wilkes, this team seemed to be playing with a huge chip on their shoulder, in my opinion, and they came out flat. Not interested in playing. Outmatched in every element of this game yesterday. And despite any preconceived assumptions to the contrary, the Panthers are now a team that must set goals in 2023. The answers to winning football are currently unavailable for this team. Sorry, out of order. So what Carolina's management and supporters take away from yesterday's game? Well, Terrace Marshall has gone from being a healthy scratch player for the first year and a half of his career to establishing that the skill that landed him in the second round of 2021 is still there. So there's some positive. Over the previous 2 weeks, Terrace Marshall has accumulated 140 yards and a touchdown. Guys, there's only 7 likes. Let's pound that like button. Let's go. Now, Brian Burns also had another sack today. And this is a good sight for our future piece on that defense. And since the Panthers allegedly rejected a Rams offer of 2 first-round selections and a second-round pick for Brian Burns earlier this week, Burns' 6 sacks on the season has nearly outnumbered the rest of the team's 8. Now, Baker Mayfield was able to see, he seemed competent in the second half, despite the fact that the game was clearly out of reach. I mean, he completed 14 of 20 passes with 2 touchdowns, and the Bengals just slowed down. They played conservative. What do you expect? They're up already, by how many scores, Mayfield has already proven that he's not the answer for the future for Carolina. At least that we were hoping for, obviously. But perhaps this points to the possibility of him playing adequately enough to properly evaluate the rest of the offense's pieces who might be able to be part of the future and of this team that actually might play some meaningful football like Terrace Marshall. Now, this team, the Panthers are in good position for one of the top selections in 2023. And despite their 7 losses in 9 games, as long as this team continues to struggle with inconsistency, inefficiencies, it should be a good position to go ahead and look for the future with some much needed high-end rookie talent. Yesterday was simply a difficult day for us as fans and the Panthers and the players and the team, the whole organization. I mean, that game lasted 60 minutes and demonstrated how severely this squad needs a change. So, for any of you watching and listening to me, go ahead, strap yourself in, because things are just going to continue to get worse before they get better. I'm just going to tell you that now. Things are going to get worse before they get better. I think Sam Darnold should start Thursday. Honestly. Let's see what he can do. Sorry about that. I got a protein shake. But things are not going to get any better anytime soon, guys. So go ahead, strap yourself in. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Is there anything specific on either side on the ball that needs to change? Yeah, the quarterback, number one. Play calling, again, was, I think, absolutely horrendous. So Ben McAdoo needs to go. He's proven that he cannot be a successful offensive coordinator. I think Steve Wilkes is trying to do everything he can with this team, but unfortunately, he will not be our next head coach. I think he's a great guy. I think he's a great players coach. I think he is definitely a motivator. He definitely speaks a lot of truth to the players. He's like a guide. No offense to him, but he's more like a guidance counselor. Like he's trying to guide. He's trying to give these guys like manly advice on what they should be doing on and off the field. So he's a player's coach. Do I think he's a bad coach? No. I think he's definitely a very good coach, but I just don't see him getting hired after that performance yesterday. There's no way that you hire a guy after getting beat like we did yesterday. It just does not happen. Yeah, we did fire our CBs and defensive line coach, and he should have been fired after the performance we had yesterday. Yeah, Foreman was non-existent. Icky did very well. Icky's still doing good, man. Icky is still, for a rookie, he's doing very well. Well, Gazing, he was never an OC. He was on the defensive side. He helped with the corners. So he was like the assistant defensive coordinator to Phil Snow. Also. So he was the corners coach. So he really worked with those guys, but he was the assistant defensive coordinator before they moved him up. No worries. Don't feel stupid, man. Don't feel stupid. It's all good. That's why I'm here. So if there's like any questions that you don't know or people have questions, I feel free to ask. I don't mind answering anybody's questions. But that's my thoughts on yesterday's game. I mean, there's really not much more to say, honestly. But you can feel free to pound that like button, guys. There's only 8 likes. Let's get those likes up. Feel free to get in the comment section. Ask me some questions. I'm not sure how long I'm going to stay on here. I might make this a short night because I am exhausted. It was a long day today of work, even though I work from home, but mentally exhausting. And the gym wore and running 2 miles today wore my ass out. Ooh, NFL kids coming in hot with this question. PJ versus the Falcons or Cam Newton versus the Cardinals last year? Well, Cam didn't do much last year against the Cardinals, so I would take PJ because PJ started the whole game. If you remember last year, PJ started against the Cardinals. Cam only got a couple plays. He got that one rushing touchdown and that one passing touchdown. And I think he only had like 55 yards passing and like 20, 30 something yards. Oh, Cam Newton versus Washington. All right, so PJ versus the Falcons and Cam Newton versus against the Commanders. I'd probably still take Cam just because. Cam's done more for this organization than PJ Walker has. So I would take the Cam game. Me personally. Appreciate all y'all joining the live stream. Make sure you pound that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Go ahead and get in the comment section. Feel free to ask any questions that you may have. I don't mind doing a little Q&A. I kind of already gave my thoughts on the Cincinnati game. That's all I needed to do. Honestly, I probably could have just made a video out of it, but I just felt like going live tonight. Oh, Sam Darnold versus the Cowboys. That's easy. He had a lot better game against the Cowboys than he did the Jets. He was way more efficient in the Cowboys game, even though we lost that game, but he was way more efficient. Yeah, Yeah, we beat the Jets 21-15. And then the Cowboys game, you got correct too. It was 36-28. But he was just more efficient. So I'd rather have the more efficient guy than not, right? Oh, I thought it was 21-15 or something like that. Okay. Well, my bad. I thought it was like 21-15 or something. Did you watch the end of the LSU versus Bama game? I did. Yeah, I mean, that was a ballsy move by Kelly there at the end. And obviously Daniels is the guy there at LSU. He should have been the guy starting from the beginning instead of the other guy that they got. I can't remember. He was an NIL guy, but he's left. He left LSU once Daniels beat him out. So good for LSU. I'm a Gamecock fan in Coastal Carolina and Penn State. Penn State because of my father, Gamecocks because of my mom's side of the family, and then I went to Coastal Carolina. So those are my 3 college schools I cheer for. Charlie Chelsea won. You think we can still win the South? Laugh my ass off? No. That is a lost cause, my friend. That is a lost cause. That is no longer in the cards for the Carolina Panthers. The SEC South. Yes, Carolina's in the SEC South. Agree to disagree. Nick Saban is the Bill Belichick of college football. No, he is. Nick Saban is a genius when it comes to college football. He just doesn't believe in the NIL, and he's going to have to get over that because the NIL is here to stay. The NIL ain't going to go nowhere, so he's just going to have to get used to it and adjust to it. That's his problem. Nick Saban's going to have to understand that this is where this game, the college football, has gone to. Oh, Lord. Appreciate everybody joining the live stream. Make sure you pound that like button for me. Much appreciated. Share the live stream if you don't mind as well, and then feel free to get in the comment section. Also, click that post notifications bell so you don't miss out on any new live streams or videos. We should bring in Sean Payton. Now give him time before the draft. I mean, he's one of the guys, but I don't think Sean Payton is going. I don't see him coming to Carolina. I've named off so many coaches that I think that we should go after. Brian Callahan, the offensive coordinator for Cincinnati, the OC for Detroit, who's Ben Johnson, Shane Steichen, the OC of the Philadelphia Eagles. Who else is somebody I mentioned? Oh, Ken Dorsey, Buffalo Bills OC, is another guy I've mentioned. Eric Bieniemy of the Kansas City Chiefs. I just don't see us getting Sean Payton. Sorry. I'd love it. I would take Sean Payton, but I don't see it happening. Even though he did say that the job looks, what did he say, delicious or scrumptious or something weird like that? I don't remember what he said. Do you think that LSU will make the playoffs? No. LSU will not make the playoffs because they are a 2-loss team. So the problem is that teams in the college football world right now that are undefeated or only have 1 loss will get in before they do. Right now, my top 4 are Georgia's 1. I'd say Michigan is 2. I know that sounds crazy because over Ohio State, but I just feel like Michigan looks more efficient. I think they just look more efficient. Ohio State has struggled they struggled with a Northwestern team this past weekend. And I think Michigan has just dominated all their performances as of right now. And I think Michigan's got the better run game. Now, while I say Ohio State's got the better pass game, absolutely. I think possibly Michigan's got a better defense too. Bama lost on the same play in the national championship versus Clemson. Only difference that it was a touchdown. Yep. It was basically the same exact play. I remember DW. I remember every loss Bama has since the kick 6 and the Iron Bowl. That was crazy. Is there any way UNC can make this college football? I mean, they can. They're going to have to beat Clemson, though. They would have to literally go undefeated and beat Clemson to even make their case. I had NC State national championship this year, but 3 weeks ago, Devin Leary got hurt, so now I'm going for UNC. Yeah. I mean, Devin Leary was on my list for one of the top quarterbacks coming in out of this draft class too. He's one of my I like him a lot. I mean, LSU won this college football championship with 2 losses in 2008. Yeah, but that was just it's not there wasn't a college football playoff then though. I don't see LSU making the playoffs. Not a 2-loss team. It's not happening. 2-loss teams do not make it into the college football playoffs. It just won't happen. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all joining the live stream tonight. I am going to call it early. I'm going to call it an early night. So appreciate all of y'all joining the live stream tonight. I just wanted to hop on here, give you my thoughts real quick. I will be putting out some more content this week, probably even tomorrow. So other than that, guys, y'all know what to do. Keep pounding.